Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Infinity, where I am down here. What I have done is I have been mining down underneath my house, and I have been exploring, and I've broken through into this. It's a bit of a cave system. I've not explored it too massively yet. I think the exit is that way. But I have managed to find quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. I've managed to pick up a little bit of iron ore, a little bit of tin ore. I'm using my standard trick of always putting torches on the right hand side of walls, so I know how to get back. There's quite a few oreberry bushes down here, including some of these, essence berries. There's some gold down here, but I only have a stone pickaxe, so I can't harvest it, which is a bit of a pain. There's plenty of lava. I've managed to avoid falling into it yet. There is tons of tin, actually. There's more tin than anything else down here. What else is there around here? That just goes off into the middle of nowhere, but there's plenty more, which I haven't actually explored yet. There are creepers over there, and I'm going to make a run for it. There is a copper oreberry bush as well, which is really useful. I might get around to using that. Has it come for me? It's coming for me, and I don't even have a sword. And why am I not sprinting? Pop. Anyway, never mind, we can put that back. You can see also that I have got what am I trying to say? A tool station down here with me. That's just letting me use my pickaxe and shovel just as much as I want, because I can always just replace everything. Repair the thing as and when it breaks out. It effectively gives you an infinite pickaxe, which is really useful when you're down here, because all that you need is a bit of cobblestone. There's plenty of tin ore around, as I said before. Let's get the heck out of here, because I have had enough time down here just for now. And I have got a little bit lost. Follow torches on your left. There they are. And we should come back to the tunnel I dug. There, I think there is another cave bit going somewhere else. I am lost completely. So let's carry on and head on back to the surface, because now I finally have a little bit of iron. I was very lucky to actually hit that. I was just mining around in random directions. There is even more tin about. Water infused stone. We need to get onto Thorncraft at some point. And let's head on back upstairs. Here we are, back up to our horrible little place. So, yep, everything looks like it is good out here. I want to head out and into this area, where you can see we have plenty of cottons. Do I actually have any cotton seeds downstairs? I really need to sort those gates. But I think I did have a cotton seed or two about. Or maybe I didn't. I did. That is a cotton seed. Let us get up out of here as well. Because what you can do, of course, is you can just right-click these. Are these fully grown? These are not fully grown. They will not do much if they are not fully grown. They are at 75%. That is why they are not white. So let's get those in. We've got some barley over there. We've got plenty of that stuff. Let's get some of that out. Actually, we could make a bit of bread, couldn't we? Good old-fashioned Minecraft bread. There was surely 9. There was not 9. Never mind. So what do we want to do next? Well, we want to come around to here, which is this thing, and we want to melt up a little bit of iron. We can melt up 9 pieces. Haven't actually got around to making the crafting basin yet, so that will be the next job. What I do have is plenty of gravel. And I thought I had more sand than that. I clearly don't, but it doesn't really matter. Let us just chuck that into a furnace. Just like that. Now, obviously what I want to do is make an iron axe. The reason I want an iron axe is simple, just so that I can mine up the gold and stuff, because it will be really, really useful. So let us make up the bits which we need to do that. What we will need is a pickaxe head. The next thing which we will need is a cast, and to make a cast we obviously need a little bit of aluminium. Pre-melted. Now, do I actually have any aluminium down here? All of this, and the one thing which I did not bother to pick up at any point is any aluminium. So let us very, very quickly nip on down here and grab a bit, because I'm sure there was tons of the stuff on display. Okay, so I have had a quick rethink and decided exactly what I am going to do. I'm not actually going to make up myself a Tinker's Construct axe at the minute. I'm going to make myself up a normal axe. I have got so much clay left over. I made way too much clay. What I'm going to do is make up a casting basin. To start with, I'm going to need to get some more bricks to make up the casting table, but that will come in the future. I'm going to pop that down into the bottom, because as you can see I have a large amount of molten iron in there. I have 18 bits, which is enough for 2 of these. So as the sun goes down, and the apples look ready to pick, as do the pears, I'm just going to let this little bit blow on it just to cool it off. There we go. You get a block of iron, of course. So I can use this to make an ordinary iron pick, which I can then use, watching out for things appearing, which I do not really want to. There we go. I can now use these to make some ordinary iron picks. Do we have any sticks? We do. So that is 18 blocks of iron, which is enough for a Boggo standard iron pick. Plus 4 attack damage, plus 2 attack damage, so that is an awful lot better, and I think it is time that I went down and got myself a kip. So I've got an iron axe, but it is not actually. I have some iron ingots down here anyway. And I have some copper down here. How did I miss that before? What I'd like to have down here is a bit of string, but I don't think I have that. But that is fine just for the minute. The next thing which I want to make is using that. I want to make up a pair of shears because I want to start shearing a few sheep. This has fully grown, so I can just right click and pick off a bit of cotton from it. And hopefully the rest will grow soon. Right, where were there some sheep? I'm sure I've killed most of the sheep. Oh, this is starting to grow though, look. It's got some more blueberry bush bits, and this is starting to grow more blackberry bushes. That is brilliant. I can have a sizable one soon. Right, sheep. Where were there any sheep? Hello, cow. You are not a sheep. I know I killed the local ones, didn't I? There's lots of poppies in the area. That's nice. Might be able to make a bit of use of them in the future. Let's head out this way. I know we've done this plenty of times, but I desperately want to find me a sheep. There we go. Sheep. Hello, sheep. Can I have a bit of wool? That works an awful lot better than killing sheep. What else do we have around here? Berry gardens. Are there any more sheep? How much wool do I have? 4? That's nearly enough. Sheep with a hat. Can I just shear you and you keep your hat? You do. How very lovely. Because I have no desire to nick your hat, because it is very, very, very creepy, as I have said many a time, and I'm getting hungry. Any sheep over here? Pigs, sheep. I want as much wool as possible in as short a space of time as possible. That should do. 6 wools. Right, let's head on back. I can no longer sprint. Do I have anything to make any food with? You know what? I don't. How terrible. Right, I'm just going to very gently then wander on back to my base. Is that a tall mystical red flower? It is. This is an obsidian totem. Has that always been there? Have I just always just walked past it? Am I really that unobservant? Apparently I am, which makes it all the more fun to play Minecraft when you really don't have a clue what's going on most of the time. Right, let's head on back home and grab a bite to eat. I'm just eating some good old-fashioned bread, because I haven't had any of that for a good long time. Achievement got, bake bread, brilliant. Right, there we go. And now then, this wool. What I'm after, first of all, is a little bit of string. Good old-fashioned string. I know I can make it from the cotton. Can I make it from out else? Not really. There is Pam's Harvest Craft cotton. That's interesting. Which you get from Pam's Harvest Craft cotton seeds. Interesting. Something I may come across at some point. But what I really want is one more piece of cotton. Is there any more? There is. One has grown. This is brilliant stuffs. So why do I want string and wool? Well, there is an extra mod in Infinity, one which doesn't come in Infinity proper. Shh, don't tell anyone. I've added in because I always love to play with it, and I've not got to play with it on a Let's Play yet. Archimedes Ships is in this mod pack. So Archimedes Ships, it is a mod which lets you build vehicles basically, and they're pretty easy to make. I just need sticks, jungle wood, and, well, sticks, any sort of wood, and a bit of iron. And what I will get from that, I think it was that way round, and a bit of iron in the centre is going to get me a ship's helm. You can build ships using this. Far more importantly, you can build airships. We need air balloons. Each air balloon is one piece of wool and one piece of string. And I want two to make me a ship. Right, this is, I shall pre-warn you, going to be the world's worst ship. The reason is because I don't have much string or wool. But I really want to go and explore that there mountain. And the exploration will require a little bit of flying, which is why I want to build a very bad ship. So all that I'm going to do is put that there and that there. That is for me to stand on. I don't actually need that, but I think it will look better. I'm going to pop a ship's helm down. That is the bit which I control it by, and either side I am going to pop in, shift click, an air balloon. You don't need to actually build these up in the air anymore. This is from an older version of the mod, but I still like to. Right click on it, and here is our ship. It's not assembled yet, so it isn't a ship. If I click assemble, it turns into a ship. It is now a ship. I can now mount the ship, and I can fly in the ship. Oh yes. So I'm now going to go and fly off and have a look at this mountain. Right, so this is such an easier way to travel. We can get up and have a look around. Now the one big danger is getting off this thing when I shouldn't be doing. I will plummet to my death, and that would be a very, very bad thing. But as long as I'm careful, I should be okay. I don't have anything. There is a tree sheep up there. Try to remember my control to go down. No, it's just a highland sheep. That's fine. There are some mighty, mighty trees about up here. Some very mighty trees, but this is a fantastic mountain. I really like this. I really think you could do a lot with something like this. So let's get up and have a bit of an explore of it. The only one problem is it does sort of block your view, the ship, a bit. Let's have a look backwards. rather than looking where we're going. So it is actually quite big. This is nice. It covers quite a decent area. Looks out over things. What is out this way? Is there more mountain? Does it just go on forever? Is it going to be too big to build on top of? No, it dips away. It completely falls away down to a little streamy area down there. There's a pond down there, I think. That looks like a bit of quarried stone. Oh yes, I like this. I like this a lot. That is brill. Now let's see if I can actually get down and land up here. Because I think if I jump off this, what shall happen is I shall plummet to my death, which would be bad. So let's see, can we just bring her down somewhere nice and safe? That will do, that will do. I haven't named her yet because she's not really finished yet. This is just temporary. And I have to remember the key to get off. It's left shift, isn't it? There we go. So she is still a ship. She will slowly come down and bob about really awkwardly there for a bit, I imagine. But let's have a look around. We are in the middle of a spruce. It is a thick old bit of forest up here, actually. Full of these trees. These pine trees are everywhere. They do need sorting. Let's look out this way now. This is nice. This is a nice view. I am liking the view from up here. That is the little hill I'm built next to, isn't it? Some sheep are nice. That would be a good route down, I think, over there. I'm thinking a huge city down there might be a good thing. What does it look like on the other side of the hill? Is there anything awesome this side? Got to remember where my ship is, otherwise I shall completely lose it. It will be extremely, extremely easy to get lost on top of a hill like this, and I know what my sense of direction is like. It goes up even further. That's even better. What's that? A stalk garden, I have to know. What did you get out of a stalk garden? Okra, eggplant, that's an aubergine. And I shall insist on calling it an aubergine. Did anything else come out? Miner's Delight, biomes are plenty. I don't know if I had that from before. A bell pepper. Oh, is it getting dark? It is getting dark, and I am going to die. I'm going to hit a skeleton to death with an aubergine, and I'm going to fail at doing. I thought that might be a better cliff. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, it is time to beat a hasty retreat and leg it, because we all know how this finishes. Especially considering I don't have any food on me, because that would have been sensible now, wouldn't it? Right, let us... Where... I don't know what you are, but you look very, very angry. Don't be angry with me, please. Well, I was up at this point, wasn't I? So the ship should be just over here somewhere. Ship, ship. Where art thou, ship? Oh, no, that's sheep. It's close, but not quite. Oh. Foo. Right, we are in trouble because we have lost the ship, just like I thought we would. Yeah, that's not gone so well. I may have to beat an emergency escape back home. Oh dear, but at least we've explored it. Right. One last look around. It should be on the edge somewhere. Unlike me. Well, there we go. I am now going to get into bed and head on back and recover all of my stuffs. So I think that will be it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. I think we have some idea of where we're going now, and I hope to see you once again next time. Thank you and goodbye.